Welcome to the Juggling Mind and Money podcast with Steve Rowe and Jessica Schlupp-Taylor. Steve Rowe is the founder of Lucent Financial Planning and an award-winning independent financial planner. He helps you to use your money and have a great life. Jess Schlupp-Taylor is a psychologist supporting people through change, challenges, and forks in the road of life. Together, they will help unblock the sludge in your mind, stopping you from achieving financial and psychological happiness.
Hello and welcome to Juggling Mind and Money, episode 43. I'm Steve, founder of Lucent Financial Planning, a chartered financial planner, and this is Jess.
Hello.
Our resident psychologist who helps to keep our clients happy in their head.
Healthy in their head.
Healthy in their head.
Their heads can be more helpful.
Helpful and
Helpful
healthy.
heads.
Helpful heads.
Yeah.
Good for like if you want to bang in a nail or something. It's good to have a head, isn't it?
I don't think I'd recommend using your head to bang in a nail, but okay.
Well, I'm not good at DIY either.
Yeah, it's a good job you're not the psychologist.
Yeah, I'm not good at psychology, DIY, or anything at all.
Apart from finance.
Oh yeah, finance, good at that.
Caveat that.
In this podcast, we're trying to focus on being content and happy. Well, at least not miserable.
Yeah, we don't want to be miserable.
No. And money's an important part of that, and we've got that bit wrapped up. But also happiness is a state of mind, and that's where our Jess comes in. If you're not relaxed, let's work out why not and try and make things better. So today, we're going to be talking about imposter syndrome.
Dun, dun, dun.
Imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome.
Oh, what's it called when people die and then they lie?
Prostrate.
Let's not talk about that though. Let's talk about imposter syndrome.
Well, you should talk about your prostate. Like, that's important. It's important for men's health, isn't it? But I don't know if it's got an R or not.
That's not the same thing though, is it?
No. Imposter syndrome. What is it? Why people get it? And how it quietly wrecks financial decisions.
Ooh.
This is going to be a great episode. A bit shorter one today, ladies and gentlemen. Why is that, Jess?
I don't know. I've been told, be funny, but be funny quickly.
Yeah.
So why is it, Steve?
Do you know when someone says,
can
I have a quick word? And you say, velocity. That was a Gordon Strachan one off.
That's quite a good one.
Footballer.
I'm going to take that.
Can I have a quick word, Gordon? Velocity. And then he went off.
Well, but velocity doesn't necessarily mean quick. It just is a description of the speed.
Well, I think that was the funniest thing I've ever heard
speed.
a football manager say. I believe he was at Southampton at the time. Anyway.
Beep. I think beep would be a quick word. Because do you mean
beep,
quick
beep.
word as in a word that describes quickness? Or is it a word that is quick to say? Because
oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I think if I was to be literal, which my brain is quite good at being, that's how I'd fire back. And I'd have to correct Gordon Strachan and say, no, velocity is a description of or a measure of speed.
Gordon is probably not out there listening to this at the moment. He's probably in America watching Scotland in the World Cup. But Gordy, come on the show. He would be good fun.
He would be.
Anyway, imposter syndrome. So, I've kind of given away this bit, but we'll go to it anyway.
Diagnose Steve. There's obviously something wrong with him. Jess delves into what it could be.
Anyway, Jess, help me. I just feel so pathetic all the time. Like, I don't know if I'm any good. Everything I've ever achieved, people say it's good, but I just don't believe them. I'm like, why do you think it's good? I've just turned up and done this. Very much like this podcast, actually. I look back at what I've achieved. I've got things like swimming certificates. Was that even me that got to the other end of the pool?
National Record of Achievement. Did you have one of those at school?
Yes, and you're supposed to carry it throughout your working life.
They told you how important it was and you never got it back out of the box.
Yeah, I got mine out of the box and thought, was that me? Did I actually achieve
that? 2 stars in gymnastics.
Is it that good?
It's really handy.
I never got 2 stars in gymnastics.
Huh?
You could probably tell that. Not very flexible.
Wow,
Are you flexible, Jess?
I am. I was, I'm impulsive. I was about to grab my foot and show you, and then remembered that I'm not wearing trousers, I'm wearing shorts. I am wearing shorts.
She's wearing shorts.
But on camera, it might look like I was revealing a bit too much, so I won't.
No.
But yes, I am. I'm going off to reformer Pilates after this.
Oh, I'm doing that soon at a new place in Moseley
Nice.
that one of our clients has set up.
Highly recommend it.
Can't remember what it's called. That's bad. But anyway, find it because it's a good place.
Moseley Pilates.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you're feeling out of place, like you don't belong.
Feeling like everything I've ever done has been a fluke or just got lucky. Nothing's actually down to me. I'm not sure I belong here.
Well,
I mean, my staff tell me I don't belong here quite often.
If you were to describe this to a lot of your friends, they'd say imposter syndrome. But as a psychologist, I have a bit of a chip on my shoulder about using the term imposter syndrome.
Are you going to say, Steve, no, you actually really are useless?
No,
Oh, right.
I'm going to say that imposter syndrome is debilitating. It stops you. So it stops you from being able to do the presentations. It stops you from being able to speak on the podcast, record the podcasts. Anxiety or a bit of worry, nerves, perhaps how you've been brought up, a set of beliefs might create the feeling that you've got. But for the purposes of the general public, we'll call it imposter syndrome for the purposes of this podcast.
So do you reckon everyone, except for maybe Donald Trump, suffers this?
I think, yes, everybody has a lack of self-efficacy in certain situations at certain times of their life.
A lack of self-efficacy.
It's one of my favourite words. Self-efficacy is basically confidence in specific situations.
Yeah.
So there are places where you'll be able to walk in and feel really confident. Being able to get the bread in your local Tesco's, you can usually walk shoulders back knowing that you belong.
Oh.
Whereas if I go into a Waitrose, I might suddenly then feel like an imposter syndrome, like I don't belong.
I'd say if you're buying bread in Waitrose or Tesco's, it's not the greatest bread. It might be okay, might work, but Sainsbury's is where you want to go for baked bread.
Really?
If you can't go to a proper baker's.
I was going to say, Marston's Bakery in Hockley Heath, that does epic bread, but you do have to take out a mortgage.
Did you know I did my work experience at a baker's?
Did you?
Yeah, at Curtis's in Knoll.
Oh.
And I...
it's not there anymore, but okay.
Well, there's still a shop there, isn't there?
The bread collection now.
That was brilliant.
Very tasty food.
But I can still double
We're doing
need.
a lot of shout outs. We don't get paid for this sponsorship.
No. Well, we do have a sponsor skit. There is gaps, and I've got a face that you can tell has ate a lot of bread. But anyway, this isn't imposter syndrome because I can knead 2 loaves at the same time.
And you said you weren't coordinated.
I'm not. Well, I can do that because I
Can't
learned
do
it when I was
gymnastics,
15.
but you can knead 2 loaves of bread.
You need to
One
watch
day.
it on YouTube for tips on how to do that. There you go. Looks like I'm Tommy Cooper.
A little bit of this.
Just doing it.
What's that? I did one of them.
It's like you come back to life.
For YouTube only. Right, back to imposter syndrome.
Yeah, so it is a shortened episode. I was going to say this, but because we're filming / recording this in the hottest week of the year in our little sweaty box.
It's cooler here than it is at home, though.
Oh.
This is pleasant.
Well, in this furry lined room.
I don't mind it too much.
So we're going to say we don't faint.
True.
So imposter syndrome. Oh, yeah, everyone has it a bit, don't they?
Everyone has it to an extent. I think it's definitely worth being self-aware of when the little devil on your shoulder or I call it the bully. Yeah, starts whispering in your ear that you're not good enough or you shouldn't be here or you don't deserve it. We get that a lot with people that are coming up to retirement age and they suddenly get the opportunity to think about what do I want to do or what fills my fuel tank. That can feel really foreign to a lot of them because actually it's not an opportunity or a thought that they've had capacity to really delve into before.
So they've given themselves to a company and to their family all their lives and they feel that's their place.
Yeah.
And they don't deserve to have the quiet life.
And sometimes perhaps an upbringing with parents that what they need isn't particularly important, but what somebody else needs is very important. And so therefore,
Oh, interesting.
it can feel really quite uncomfortable to have that space and time of either turning up somewhere and feeling like you belong, or feeling like you deserve to be able to spend the time on yourself or the money on yourself.
Yeah. So it's like you don't deserve it. So a parent or family member, say, that hasn't talked very positively to you, you'll never be nothing.
Well, it's more if somebody's needs aren't met because other needs are put before theirs. And so therefore their needs are not as important. So they don't actually consider their own needs. When they come up to retirement, that's the opportunity. I'd like to think people will do this beforehand, but often for many people, they don't explore that opportunity until that time of retirement. And then suddenly they get the opportunity to think, what do I need? What do I want? And it's not been a question that has been available to them really before then, because it's been shut down because I should be brought up to think of others first or put other people's needs before my own. So then it can feel quite uncomfortable.
I hate you when you say this stuff, Jess, because I just recognise things in myself. It's annoying.
I'll give you a hug after.
No, you won't. It's too hot. It's too hot.
I quite like sharing a bit of sweat and a bit of body heat.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is that a song, Body Heat?
Not the one that's coming to my head.
So I'm going to, like a bit of evolution, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Evolution, not revolution.
Right.
I like revolution as well. But evolutionary, I learnt this off our friend of the show, Neil Page. I'll do it in his accent. It was important to feel part of the group. It's probably a bit too northern.
That's
He's
pretty
softer.
northern.
Yeah, he's softer in his voice. Anyway, so evolutionary, back in the days when we was in tribes and stuff.
Yeah.
In the savannah or in
Wherever
Ice
the
Age
tribes
Britain, wherever it was, there was it's important to be part of the group and not stand out too much.
Yeah.
Right, because if you did, it might mean you were thought of actually they're not actually competent. They're a load of rubbish, and you might get kicked out.
You'd get picked on. You'd either have to be strong enough to be the leader, or you'd be the runt that got picked on
and banished. And to be fair, that is very much still around, isn't it? If we think of modern society,
absolutely.
How we build people up, don't we? And the newspapers do, and then knock them down.
Yeah, well, technologically, we have definitely advanced. Industrially, we have advanced, and yet mentally, we are still much closer linked to that tribal caveman than we have. Evolution has not been quite so speedy with our brains.
No, it's not even got up to the Texas Speak and Spell yet, has it? From 1982.
Don't even want to know what that is.
Well, that's what E.T. phoned home on.
On the Texas Speak and Spell?
Yeah, or the maths one.
I haven't watched E.T. closely enough to know.
You're too young for the Texas Speak and Spell. Do you not remember them?
No.
Oh, no one in the office gets it.
I
either.
had the
Karen does because she's awesome.
Those little books. Penguin or not Penguin? What was it like? Johnny and Kate books.
Janet and John.
Was it Janet and John?
Johnny and Kate.
I don't know. They went to the market and bought a loaf of bread or cat, and you'd write K for cat.
Yeah.
Speak and Spell. We didn't have machines.
No.
Sorry, that was my
they were
impression of
definitely
a machine.
around. You're younger than me.
So anyway, back to Neil Page.
So it's important to stay part of the group.
Yeah. Not stand
and
out.
Our mind's always trying to be part of the group all the time, so we don't get knocked down or shown up in the sun, whatever it is. Okay, and we're still like that. We're still thinking like that. So that's stopping people. That's stopping people becoming all they could be.
That is true. Well,
that's sad, isn't it? Actually, this is stopping humanity becoming all it can be, because we've got people that don't have imposter syndrome banging on about themselves.
Yeah.
often aren't the brightest.
And some truly talented individuals that keep their light under a bushel.
Yeah.
Is that the saying? Bushel? I think it is.
There's that poem, Tony Robbins says it a lot, but he didn't write it. Our greatest fear is not... I can't remember it. Oh, I need to look this up.
Oh,
Should we look it up?
useless.
I'm going to look it up on Google now, ladies and gentlemen, because it's such a brilliant thing.
So whilst it was a good thing when they were tribal,
Yeah.
whilst you look that up, it was a good thing whilst they were tribal, whereas now actually it's probably meaning that a lot of people are missing out on not just things that help us to evolve, but also stop them from potentially living the best life that they could.
Yeah. That's sad, isn't it?
And part of, obviously, Lucent's philosophy as a financial planner, and my philosophy as a psychologist, is to help people get the most out of their lives. So
Because you've only got one.
So much as the group is important and those social connections are important, it's also okay to be a bit different and not be the same as everybody else and not worry that you might not be everything that somebody expects.
Now, I've got this poem.
Yeah. Hit us with it then, Steve.
Everyone can tell how well prepared this was.
Yeah.
Right? So it's by Marianne Williamson. As I say, Tony Robbins talks about it a lot. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Isn't that great? I love that. It goes on.
It goes on.
You don't like that, do you?
Wasn't my most loved one. Perhaps I need to read it in full.
Jess.
I like the idea though.
When I get excited about something, just be excited with me.
Okay, sorry. Yes.
You know.
I think it's because I know that people's deepest fears are the opposite of that, but it would be really nice to have that.
Yeah.
Not have a fear of being the best.
You hear everyone's deepest fears, don't you?
Not everyone's, just a few.
So, people can't internalise their success and put it down to their own brilliance.
Well, there's also a gender difference generally when it comes to
Is there? Tell me.
imposter syndrome.
Tell me.
When women are successful, they'll usually, whether that's in public or in private, but they will usually say either it was luck or it was down to the team, whereas males generally will own it and say, yeah, that was me.
That was me.
And so when it comes to promotions and careers, men are quite good at saying, yes, hello, I did that. Whereas women will
Is that true?
Yes, there's lots of research that says it's true. But again, it's how we've been brought up and the societal constraints and encouragement of, women demure, don't be too boastful, don't be arrogant. Whereas men, confidence and being proud and a high achiever is seen as a good thing. It's slowly changing, but if sometimes you do hear of girls getting criticised for being arrogant or cocky, and no, you go, girl, crack on. Own it. We have to.
It's because I'm a man, well, barely, right? And I'm not like that. Well, it might be, but I don't think I am. That's why I don't notice it.
Possibly. There's also, if men do fail, then quite often they'll put that down to bad luck or blame somebody else, whereas women will take that on themselves more. Again, there's lots of research that supports that. So it's just a case of having a bit of self-awareness. That's not to say all men are all women, because there's a very wide range. But these are stereotypes that have been proven that incorporate a lot of the population.
I am not doubting you, Jess. I'm just asking a question. So people worry they got lucky, don't they?
Yes.
Or that they fooled everyone.
Well, they got away with it, or yes, it was just in that moment I did well.
Now, is this something that where high achievers feel it more, that they've fluked it, or is it the fact that if people aren't as good intellectually, perhaps.
No, I don't
They
think
feel
it's...
it more, or...
No, I think often it is, but it is based around your belief system and how you've been brought up. And some people, high achievers, can use it almost as a basis to really push themselves and keep on trying and keep going, for fear that if they stop, they'll get caught out. And other people, perhaps, that are happier at lower levels, it might keep them in their box.
Yeah.
It's how you respond to these thoughts. It's how you respond to the beliefs that have been perhaps pushed on you as you've been brought up that often give you the result.
That's not for the likes of us. That's for other people. That kind of thing.
Yes.
I got that off Downton Abbey, I think.
Ah, the upstairs-downstairs divide.
Yeah. The class system. So I've read an interesting statistic that 70% of people have experienced imposter syndrome at some point. And I think that's low. Because surely, like, most people have been in a situation where, it's daunting, or...
But again, it depends on what's the definition of imposter syndrome, because again, imposter syndrome is to be diagnosable, should be at the level where it's disabling in terms of creates paralysis and stops you. It's an inability to be able to get on with the tasks that you've been given because you feel so inferior to the ask. Whereas imposter syndrome, when it's bandied around and used with friends and family, is I feel really uncomfortable before I present. I feel like I shouldn't be there, but give me a few deep breaths, give me some tools, give me enough practice, and I can get up and do it whilst thinking and feeling these things. So I think imposter syndrome probably at some point has stopped 70% of people from doing what they could potentially do. But I would say that everybody has had thoughts about not being good enough, about not being worthy of having that place on the stage or the job that they had or the career that they had at some point.
I've just thought of something really funny.
There was me being all serious and you're just brains going off to funny. Go on then.
No, it's really funny, but it is an example of imposter syndrome. It's someone in my family, and someone said to them, as a woman, oh, you look really, really fabulous today, or something like that.
Yeah.
Right, they've zhuzhed up well. And she said, you must have poo in your eye. Which I thought was really funny.
Oh.
But that is imposter syndrome, isn't it? I reckon.
The inability to take a compliment. That's not funny.
That was a really funny comment.
The response was funny.
The response, yeah, that's what I mean.
But that's what imposter syndrome is about, is actually it's how you respond to it. Lots of people have these thoughts and beliefs. The differentiating factor is how you respond to them.
So most people, I reckon, that are listening to this have felt it. So in a moment, we're going to have a quick little break. But in a moment, when we come back, we'll talk about how this can affect you financially and how it might manifest itself.
Good shout.
Manifest, that's up there with efficacy in like top quality words.
Do you like the word efficacy?
Oh, you're loving it. That's every other
Rolls
word
off
today.
the tongue.
Efficacy.
Steve and Jess would be really grateful if you'd leave them a review on wherever you listen to your podcasts. If they run a star system, please give Juggling Mind and Money more stars than the Milky Way.
So, reviews. We haven't had a review for a while.
Have we not?
No, and
Are we getting any new listeners?
yeah, we're doing good. We've got over 2,500. We're in the top 50% of podcasts.
Top 50%.
Oh, that's good.
Do the bottom 50 actually have a listener?
Well, they've done it a couple of times. No one's listened and they've given up.
Okay.
But we've done it 43 times, Jessica, right? 40...
Well, you have. I haven't done 43, thank goodness, because they'd get bored of me pretty quickly. So you've had some pretty awesome guests.
No, you're the most popular episodes because they're funnier.
But I have listened to the other guests and they are pretty great. They've got some really good moments.
But also...
moments.
but they've had a moment.
They have one. I'm funny for the whole episode.
Yeah, but also I'm more sensible with them, aren't they?
Even if I'm the,
'Cause
I
they're
don't struggle with
strangers.
imposter syndrome on this podcast. I'm all right. I was born to be here.
Because no one listens. Not bothered. Yeah, so obviously we're in the top 50% of podcasts.
Yes.
And we've been going for a couple of years now. And
I love the fact that we've stuck at it.
yeah,
I think that's quite impressive.
because we're both starters, aren't we? Not finishers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's probably why it's still going, because we can't pull the plug. Sorry, people.
Anyway, the lack of reviews should be igniting my imposter syndrome
Yeah.
sort of thing. But I think you just can't be bothered because you're laughing, you're going away to put the good stuff into practice that we tell you. And
Yeah,
that's why they're not doing reviews.
They're too busy living life to the full to give us a review.
They're life maxing.
But perhaps if we could fit into that full life by leaving us a 5-star review, that would be epic.
Yeah,
And
so
reduce our imposter syndrome.
this isn't twitching our imposter syndrome sensors. What it is doing is being a bit selfish because there's other people out there that could benefit from the frankly hilarious good times that we have on this show and good for your thoughts as well.
Yes.
So you should share, and you should share that by doing a review because that then gets us spotted by other people.
Yeah. Good plan.
Yeah. So anyone out there is listening, if you haven't left us a review, right,
Do it.
do it.
Please.
Do it.
With bells on.
Yeah, please. You say it nicer. I just sound threatening in my
Do it.
squeaky voice.
I was going to say, you can't ever sound threatening, Steve.
Go on, do it.
Be like, did you do a boxing match? Why do I think you did a charity boxing match? Or did you just put boxing gloves on? Because
I'd get battered.
I was going to say, if you did a charity boxing match, I think you'd definitely have imposter syndrome there. Right, can we get right to the financial bit with imposter
Right, we're getting
syndrome?
to the financial consequences of this now. So people, quite often, if they feel they don't deserve it, they won't spend it. Or they give it away, which is good. We very much promote that. But give it away once you've had your fill.
Yeah, once you've made sure that you've got enough
Yeah.
and you know, because you help them to establish what that level is.
We do, Jessica, through some good financial planning.
Yeah.
We say, this is what you need. This is what you might need. This is what you don't need. That's good, isn't it?
That is excellent.
That's nice. So if you don't need it, absolutely help other people. But if you're depriving yourself because you don't feel you deserve it.
That happens a lot. There's a lot of people that put themselves further down the pecking order, again, from the belief systems they've been brought up with.
Yeah. It's like with lottery winners, isn't it? And they give it away, a lot of it. But, you bought the ticket, you took the chance, but especially if you've earned it and worked really hard and saved, if you don't spend it, who's going to? And you can't take it with you. So that's one thing. Another thing people do is they just hoard it because they're scared because they think it will never come back.
Because it was a fluke that they got it in the first place almost.
It was lucky. So they work really hard. They take the risks at work to earn money. And then they then fear losing it.
Or worried someone's going to come in and take it off them.
Yeah. Do you think people feel guilty about having money sometimes?
Yeah, lots of people. I think lots of people feel as if by spending it, it's somehow being unfair to others. They don't want to flaunt it. Again, it comes back to belief systems and what they've been brought up with. Sometimes some people are brought up keeping up with the Joneses, and you always make sure that you overspend and actually live a life that you probably can't afford. And other people are brought up to be incredibly cautious and not be ostentatious. But there's a very big difference. There's a very large area between those 2 points that's full of happiness and jumping through the daisies.
I find that a lot. We've had people, with literally millions of pounds and they want to help people, but they're worried about giving it away. And then nothing happens. And they don't feel they can spend it on themselves. They're worried they never get it back. They want to help, just everything they want is stopped.
And it seems a shame to if you've got the money and you have got spare money to help people, or even if it's donate it to a charity, wouldn't it be great to do that whilst you're still alive and you get to see or be a part of what happens with that rather than dying,
Right.
leave it in intestate? What's it called? When they leave it in the will.
Intestate is if you haven't got a will.
Oh.
But just leaving it in your will.
Yeah, leaving. Okay.
You know,
I thought it was
not
a posh
taking it
word
with
for
you.
If they leave it in their will to a charity, then that seems a bit.
Yeah, I think it's sad. So the great Carl Richards, I'm trying to get him to invite me to his house in Utah.
Oh.
Is
Is he what's the big religion over in Utah?
that Mormons?
I think it could be Mormons.
I don't know. He says wealth is relative to the stories we tell ourselves,
Or have been told. Yeah.
or have been imprinted. Like
That belief system.
You're the first person a duck sees. That's imprinting, isn't it?
Mm.
And you just follow them about. So how can we smash this? Is it possible?
Yeah.
If you've been imprinted with a certain story, how can we change it? Have you got any top tips?
As with a lot of things, it's number one, being self-aware of the thoughts that you're having and becoming more aware of the thoughts that we tell ourselves. And just because there are our thoughts in our brain does not make them true.
Yeah.
So the first step is being aware of them. The second step is questioning them.
Yeah.
And just checking, is this true, or where does this come from? How does it make me feel? Is it helpful? What are my end goals? Does it match up? And if not, what would be a better response to those thoughts rather than encompassing them? So it's a bit of a process, takes a bit of time. As with all these things, it's not a magic wand. You have to take moments out and really concentrate on the thoughts that are coming in. The self-talk is very important and what that means. And then understanding how you're internalising that and how you are responding to it.
So tell us, like in my simple mind.
Yeah.
So I think something and I'm automatically stop doing it or do it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And what you're suggesting is going, instead of being on that autopilot, going, whoa, hang on a minute, Ro.
Yeah.
That is not definitely true. How about this? Stopping yourself, questioning it, and then maybe trying out something different.
Yeah, so let's give an example, because I think it's quite difficult when we speak in vague terms like that. But let's give an example of my dream of riding the horses along the beach in Morocco.
Yeah.
And then I think, I can't possibly do that.
With your hair out in the wind.
Honestly.
Some sort of white scarf going everywhere.
I am desperate to do it. And yet the part in my head says, you can't afford to do that. You might not be able to earn any more money. It might all go. You've got other things to spend it on. You need to be really careful. There's other people that need it more than me. It would be really selfish to do that. All these little thoughts. So become aware of those thoughts and then I can write them all down. Actually, what's my response to the thing that I want to spend some money on or the experience that I want to have? And it doesn't matter whether it's an experience of a holiday or buying the car or going on the cruise or having the bigger house or splashing out to get the silk bedding that you want. Doesn't matter how big or small. You know, buying the posh tea bags instead of the value ones.
Oh.
Whatever it is that says, oh, I don't quite deserve that or I'm not good enough for that. It is about what are my thoughts? Write those down. What's my natural response to it is I'm not going to do it. But what would be the most helpful response? Work it through. What's within my control or not? And then crack on.
Just one point about that. Posh tea bags take a lot longer to brew.
They do, don't
So
they?
if you're in a rush, like, you know.
I'm trying to remember, I drink decaf tea. I think I bought Clippers decaf tea bags. They were awful.
Were they?
Yeah. Really, like
These take a
really
long while.
weak.
Yeah.
It was all, no, I wouldn't
If you
go
wanna-
anywhere near them. Sorry, Clippers. If you want to sponsor us, I might speak differently, but
If you've got less time because you're questioning yourself, then you can't be having posh tea bags as well.
yeah, perhaps if I think about and process my horses in Morocco, then I will get round to booking it. Because you know what? I do deserve to ride the horses along the beach in Morocco, have the wind in my hair. I can honestly, you can see my face light up and smile at the thought of it. it makes me so happy.
Right,
I don't deserve that.
I'm going to tell you
I'm going
and
to do it.
everyone else the story. You do deserve that. And I can imagine exactly what it would look like. Because last month I was in Santorini and there's all these nice little white villas and that. And there's beautiful women getting their photo taken with these massive long dresses that they're sort of lifting up so they float in the wind.
Yes.
So it's beautiful sunset scenes. Sun was early in the morning. So I'm sitting there on a high position, not a pretty sight, with my top off, all red and blotchy, in my little, where I'm staying, having a lager and a packet of crisps. And I'm watching these floaty dresses. And I'm thinking, that is beautiful, isn't it? And then they all look up and see me and start to feel ill.
They don't.
Oh, they did.
Did you have imposter syndrome on that bench? You did.
Oh,
I think also another thing to recognise is that it's perfectly normal to think these thoughts.
Yeah.
But you don't have to take any notice of them. Just because you think it doesn't mean that it's true. Don't take any notice. Recognise what's real, what's not. What's beliefs that are unhelpful that have been ingrained on you through your upbringing, and what could you shed? What could you shake off and suddenly emerge as this butterfly, even if it's when you're slightly more mature? It's never too late to blossom.
No.
And there's nothing wrong, and it's not selfish to put your needs first. Often, happy person, parent, friend is a much better person, better friend.
I could tell you a story. Like most people, I'd say most people, bit of a fear of public speaking.
Oh yeah, we get that a lot.
And I was doing it, and I was just telling myself, I'll show you I'm good. I'll show you, like, over and over, just to get me on stage, because I was scared, wasn't I? Right, and that is probably the story I was telling myself about my squeaky little puppet voice that I've got. And looking ridiculous because I'm massive. But it was probably the best thing I ever did in the end.
But you're quite good at it.
Well, not that the speech was good, but just it was good. Got good feedback, opened lots of doors for me that I wouldn't have done otherwise. So that's good, isn't it?
It is. Doing these things, responding differently, having the thought, is it true? Do I need to take notice of it? Is it helpful? If it's not.
Because when I was asked to do it, I said no.
Fear of failure.
Well, that's it. Well, that was my automatic.
And yet not doing something. When I played basketball at a young age, my coach said I was always worried. I was a brilliant defender. Yeah. I was like Dennis Rodman. If you were ever around in the 90s and played basketball. Yeah. So I was Dennis Rodman. I was epic in defence, but I was pretty bad in attacking. And my boss used to say to me, Jess, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
So true.
Better to take the shot.
Do it.
Let's see. I'll keep going out with cheesy phrases, and the last cheesy phrase made it onto the little clip in the publicity bit. So I'm just going to keep coming out with cheesy things.
What, the Harper's thing?
Yeah.
That's a beaut. That is.
I do like that one.
That's a beaut.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so take the shot.
Take the goddamn shot. Did you score?
Probably not. But at least I shot.
Shit, that was your badness.
I probably didn't score, but I probably got the rebound and then put it away. Because, yeah.
So the big times we see this, people selling their business.
Yes.
You know, getting a lot of money and you think, oh, well, I just turned up to work.
When people have inherited money.
When they've inherited it.
Yeah, they often feel like they don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Perhaps their mum and dad have worked really hard all their life, probably lived quite a penny pinching lifestyle, and then without knowing have amassed quite a fortune, handed it over, and suddenly their children are thinking, I'm going to say children, 60, 70 years old, doesn't matter, and think, oh, what do I do now? Because mum and dad were so careful with money, I don't feel like I can be. So it feels wrong that I have all this money now.
It's true. And if they haven't got imposter syndrome, they just go and spend it.
Go and spend it. Go and have fun. Go and gallop the horses along the beach, or buy the Aston Martin, or what else do people do with money?
Can you ride horses?
Yes. Bloody good at horse riding.
Yeah.
Obviously,
You've just not done it on a beach.
I have done it on a beach, but I haven't when I was little, I used to be naughty and take the horses up the hills and take my hat off, and I'd go galloping along with the wind in my hair. And
That
I'd
breaks
love that.
every health and safety rule in the book.
I just love the freedom of, and the horse is happy, and you're just the grin and the adrenaline.
You did.
I think
you
I'd
went
also
to a little place there.
Yeah, I did.
I saw that on your face. That was nice.
And then anything like that. But I'm very happy with animals. So even doing a safari, something like that that's the sort of thing that really makes me tick.
Not being on an elephant with the wind in your hair.
Well, no, because I don't necessarily think, and I don't know whether an elephant wants me on there. Whereas horses are quite good at communicating.
Are they?
Yeah, they just get you off if they don't want you on there.
I'm sure an elephant would as well. Anyway, we're not going to do psychology this week.
No, mainly because I'm wearing flip-flops.
That's one reason.
You've got cool socks on, though.
I have, actually. They're my favourite socks. But, it's hot day, innit?
Yeah.
They're going to stink. I ain't getting them babies out.
We'll just say no socks with sandals.
No. I haven't got sandals on.
Although that is a
wouldn't
thing.
do
I
that.
do see
No,
on
the kids
social media.
wear it now. It's cool to have white socks. Everything that we think.
Yes, socks with
total
sliders.
losers.
That's got different, but socks with sandals, no.
So I want to say to everyone out there who's suffering imposter syndrome right now or at any point.
Doubting themselves, doubting that they deserve it. What are you going to say to them?
I'm going to say you do deserve it. Stop that little voice in your head. What did you call them earlier? Not gremlins.
You said gremlin. It's like the little bully on your shoulder.
Yeah,
It's
the bully on your shoulder.
It's just the unhelpful belief system.
Flick them off.
Yeah.
Go do one. Today I do deserve it.
Yeah.
And see what happens. And it might be wonderful.
Yeah. And if not, try something else.
If not, yeah, say what?
At least you've tried it. Miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly. And millions of people are rubbish at stuff every day. And that's fine.
Yeah.
We can't all be amazing.
Better to try.
Give it a shot. Love yourself. That was good. That was my therapist's voice.
I was about to go into a song then. But it isn't actually love yourself. I think it's express yourself. Do. Express yourself.
Express yourself.
Yeah.
That one.
Yes.
Everyone, before we came on air today, was talking about Jess's new love for ornithology.
Oh, yeah.
Go and do a chiff chaff.
Chiff chaff, chiff chiff chaff, chiff chaff, chiff
Do a
chaff.
blue tit. Do a wren. For any of you that have the Merlin app, right, rewind this and play it, and it'll certain to identify those birds.
Yeah, the Merlin app. Highly recommend it. I'm not even a big bird lover, but I'm just doing something to make me more mindful.
It's nice.
And
it's
in the
lovely.
moment, and I obviously go to the woods and the things quite a lot, so it's quite nice to stand there and see what birds I can identify. And I can say that there are ring-tailed parakeets in Solihull Sixth Form, but also in Knoll Park.
Because I've had it.
So not only does it pick up the sound, because obviously sometimes it says it's highly unlikely, but I saw them flying overhead.
Yeah, me too.
So I know it is ring-tailed parakeets because I actually spotted those ones.
It's good. They're on their way up north, aren't they?
The nuthatcher's got a good noise, but I can't remember what it was. I need a bit more practice, but because I don't hear them very often, I don't get to practice it.
Right, everyone, that's it for today. We'd really like you to leave us a review, as we've said earlier in the show, but also get in touch with what you'd like Jess and I to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Do that.
That would be good, wouldn't it? If she has some listener interaction about, what's really bothering you, what you think we could help you solve.
FAQs. Oh, yeah. Give us a question.
FAQs. Frequently asked questions.
Oh, infrequently. Just the most random, bizarre question. They would be probably our favourites.
So quite often, we get these questions asked us in meetings, but people don't want to say them out loud.
So they can just text them.
Yeah. So and then everyone can get the answer. So that'll be good. Yeah. Anyway, everyone, enjoy your summer. Have a great time. Hopefully, by the time this comes out, England have won the World Cup.
And Scotland have done well.
And Scotland,
because we are cheering Scotland on as well. I am. I'm cheering Scotland on too. And Cape Verde.
Oh my God, that's brilliant, wasn't it?
That was brilliant.
That was the draw against Spain and
Yes.
Uruguay.
Did they draw against Uruguay as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I've missed that match.
That was this morning at 1
I only
a.m.,
saw I only saw the Spain one, and I was full on jumping out of my seat for their goalkeeper.
If they beat Saudi Arabia, they're through.
Oh my goodness.
And they're a similar level team, I should imagine.
That would just be so epic. They've got less population than Birmingham.
Now, we've mentioned this because they haven't got imposter syndrome, have they? They've stood up there and says, you're 11 players, we're 11 players, we're going to have a go.
Yeah, I love it.
And they shot that goal from flipping miles out. It went in. 100% of the shots you don't take miss.
Yes.
They had your words ringing in their head.
Take the shot.
Yeah. So do that, everyone. Enjoy yourself as well. See you later.
Bye.
Goodbye. Say goodbye, Jess.
I just did. Bye.
That's a better one.